Hi, welcome to another episode of Talking with Docs. I'm Dr. Paul Zalzo.
I'm Dr. Brad Wayne.
Before we start, Brad, we get a lot of comments, things like, are these guys wasted? Are they drunk? What's going on?
Yes.
No, the answer is no. It is very early in the morning.
Before the workday, we're like the Marines.
Yeah.
We make more videos by 9 o'clock than you do all day.
99% of you are still asleep
Yes.
when this video was made, okay?
So sometimes we're a little bit tired.
That's it. We just woke up, basically.
Yeah, literally. Just
Okay?
woke up.
So we're not wasted. We're just tired.
Save that comment.
That's the way it is in Canada. Most Canadian surgeons are tired.
That's right. It's busy.
Okay?
And there's a backlog.
We got a bit of a backlog. Okay, so today's topic
Yep.
is CBD oil.
Ooh, CBD. What does CBD stand for?
I was going to ask you, because it's a tongue twister.
It is cannabidiol.
Cannabidiol. Try that at
Becoming
home.
very popular.
Yeah. And, you know, there's some kind of this negative connotation applied to
I
it.
think because of the burners from the hippie days.
Is that what it is?
I think it's all because everyone thinks CBD is weed.
Yeah, I'll have patients come in, and it's been going on for a few years, where like some of my elderly patients will come in and say, oh, and I'm using, and then they go in real close and whisper, CBD oil. And I'll be like, I close the door, I'm like, you don't have it here with you, right? Where did you get that?
Yes.
And then they're usually like,
Don't bring it out of your purse.
my keep that in there. My daughter got it from a guy named Snake with tattoos everywhere. You know, that's the kind of thing I'm hearing in the office. I'm like, well, you know, so we looked into it. What's the deal with CBD oil?
Right, and I would say the biggest reason that we're hearing more about this is because of the decriminalization of marijuana and CBD, and really they're in the same family. So CBD is not marijuana. It's not the guy that's selling you a bag of weed is also selling you the CBD. And now in Ontario and throughout Canada, there are actually stores. This has been decriminalized. And in the United States, it has been reduced as a Schedule I drug. However, from state to state, there are some very specific laws, and the legal areas are gray. So definitely, if you're going to consider doing this, you definitely want to make sure that it's okay in your state.
Yeah.
So we don't want anyone to get in trouble for it.
Yeah, definitely check for the legalities of it in your region, and it does vary quite a bit. Okay, so having said that, that's our disclaimer.
Right, so CBD is from hemp, and hemp actually has like up to 0.3% THC. So tetrahydrocannabinol, which actually is the active ingredient that makes people high, is in very, very low doses in hemp. So this is not something that's designed to get you high. You don't have to worry about getting high.
Am I going to get addicted to the CBD oil?
No.
Am I going to be like, I need my next hit of CBD oil? My wife's going to be like, you used to use it once or twice a week. Now you're on it 3 times a day. What's the story?
Well, theoretically,
you don't talk to me anymore.
You could get used to it in that you might like the fact that you have less pain, so you might be inclined to use it more.
Yeah.
But I don't know that if you stop taking it, you're not going to have physical withdrawal symptoms from the CBD.
Okay.
But a lot of the safety stuff, there's been no studies to show that it's dangerous for you, but there's ongoing safety studies for CBD in all of its different forms. So whether it's oral as a liquid, whether it's in a gummy bear formation, and even topicals are becoming more common.
How did the gummy bear
Become the delivery device for everything.
device for drugs? The
know.
poor gummy bears, right?
I know.
It's a sweet, chewy candy for kids now.
I think that's the appeal, though. You want to sell more of them, so you're like, well, here, try this.
Come on,
It's chewy.
gummy bears. I think that was irresponsible of the big companies to choose that route of drug delivery.
Yeah.
Personally.
Or clever. Yeah, you could argue.
Either way, most
fine
of us go hand in hand.
It's a fine line.
Yeah.
So, but the question is, does CBD help arthritis pain?
Yeah, excellent question.
Yes.
I think it does to a certain degree. Okay, and this opinion is not based on a rigorous double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled trial, because those are just emerging now. The evidence is just emerging. But anecdotally, what I've found in my patients, like, yeah, they've tried it and they do get some degree of relief. Some people, you know, like every treatment, works for some people, doesn't work for others. But yes, I have seen this work for people, and I have seen them get some relief from CBD.
I would agree. The majority of the literature currently is animal studies. Animal CBD. Here, try some CBD. Try some glucosamine. Try some turmeric.
Yeah, in rats.
And then run fast.
Yeah. The rats around my neighborhood do not have arthritis.
All the pest control people are like, can you maybe not reduce the rat joint pain, because we're having a hard time catching them.
You can't catch them.
Yeah. So there is some evidence that helps in animal studies, and they're being translated into human studies, but those results are certainly not available.
Yeah.
But I would agree with you too. Anecdotally, maybe in the 30 to 50% range of success, and that's whether it's drops or gummy bears or even some of the topicals. one of the drawbacks though is that high quality CBD is expensive.
Yeah, yes, it can. I mean, just like drugs can be expensive.
Yes.
So it's an industry,
Yeah.
right? So whenever
It takes time to develop it.
yeah, it takes time to develop it, and of course now you're paying for all the lobbying that went on to make this stuff legal over
Right.
the years, which was very expensive as well.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a consideration for any treatment option. Definitely is cost. But we will give you an update when there is more evidence available on whether or not it works. But right now the evidence out there there's not a ton of it. It's just emerging, and we'd be interested in your comments.
Yes, please.
If you've tried it, and obviously, like, we see people in our office who are coming to look for surgery, so we've seen the people who
maybe the
used
worst
it,
of the worst.
yeah, who've used it, and they say they get some relief from it. Obviously, not enough relief, or you wouldn't be here looking for a surgical intervention. It's like when you come in and say, "Oh, doc, I have a very high pain tolerance." Well, you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be
here
coming to see us about an intervention for your pain.
That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good
So-
point. One thing about CBD and about any other supplement or anything you're going to take to try to control your symptoms, always discuss it with your doctor, because there can be rare, subtle, or infrequent interactions between these. So discuss with your pharmacist, your family doctor. Always talk to them, because there is some question about whether or not CBD should be taken if you're taking certain antidepressants or prednisone, like steroids and things like that. So definitely talk to your doctor, your pharmacist, before you consider it. But I think you can keep it on the list of things to maybe consider.
And anything you're going to ingest or apply for your arthritic pain or for anything, really check with your healthcare provider to know that there's no interaction. Even a lot of the naturopathic medicines can have interactions with other medicines. So always talk to your healthcare provider before you try any of these types of treatments.
There you go. CBD in a nutshell.
CBD.
Or in a gummy bear. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel.
And remember, you are in charge of your own health.
We'll see you next time.